Hey guys, in this quick video I'm going to show you how I make tomato sauce. So it's the end of season here in New Hampshire and I have a lot of ripe tomatoes. So I'm going to show you how I make tomato sauce, and this is my recipe. Not sure if it's the right way, but it tastes great and it's really easy to do. So follow along and I'll show you how we do this. This is Tim from Organic Backyard Gardening. Now I'm using the San Marzano tomatoes. These have a really thick skin and they have less seeds in them. They have a really thick texture, and with the thick skin, when you cook them down, they don't get really mushy. They kind of hold their structure so you have a thicker sauce. Now I'm going to put a link up above on how I grow these tomatoes using the Florida weave method, and it's really easy to grow a lot of them in a small amount of space. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna preheat the oven to 400. All right, so now I have these tomatoes in the house. I wash them, and I'll show you what I do next. So first I like to half them, and then we're gonna take out all of the seeds. And the way I do this is I just squeeze them in a bowl. And this bowl will actually go to the chickens after. All right, and then I'll take these, and I'll put these right on our baking pan. So if you don't get all the seeds, that's okay. And this is really the quickest way I found to do it. Nothing fancy. You want to get the juice out and the seeds out. You really just want the flesh. I'm going to add 1 onion to each tray. Okay, so next I'm going to add about 2 garlic bulbs each to each tray. These are really small garlic cloves this year. What happened was the crop was a little overrun with weeds. I didn't mulch as good as I should have after they popped up in the spring and they were crowded with weeds. It was really just laziness on my part. You should always mulch your garlic very well after they pop up, because it's hard to get in there and pull weeds once the garlic pops up. All right, so now I've rinsed these all off, and I'm gonna sprinkle them just in each tray here. All right, and again, this is just my way of doing this. Once we roast this, all the flavors come together. But the last thing is we need some fresh parsley and basil from the garden. So let's go get that. All right, so now that I have my basil and parsley, I'm just gonna separate the stems and just sprinkle the parsley and basil all throughout the tray. I'm not really measuring this. This is really fast. This is the way that we make sauce. But then again, this tastes great and it's simple. I'm like about on 5 minutes right now. And I mean, that's the key to make it quick. All right, so that's it. Now it's ready for the oven. All right, I just had to pull this out because I forgot 1 or 2 final steps. I was a little anxious in getting this in. So drizzle with olive oil. So I'm gonna put some olive oil. All right, and then some salt. All right, now we're good to put it back in. All right, so now we're gonna give the scraps to the girls. They're gonna love this. Hey ladies. I also want to let you know I put a link down in the description below where you can download a free guide I put together on 5 considerations you need to know before planting your spring garden. So these have been in the oven for about 40 minutes and they look perfect. You can see that they look nice and soft and they're ready for blending. All right, so now that it's cooled off, we're gonna put it into the blender, the best way to do this is over the sink. Just take a spatula and get it right in there. And I just eyeball it, and if there's a little bit too much juice, just take a little bit out. So the last step is now we're going to blend it just for a few seconds. So for the last step, we're going to be putting in some freezer bags. We also have freeze dried this before. We do have a freeze drying machine, and that works perfect. That'll last a long time, and you don't need to worry about freezer space. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, you might be interested in our other videos like this one on the left, how to support and grow tomatoes in your backyard. This one on the right, which is our most recent. Don't forget to check out the free guide I mentioned down below. See you in the next video.